Today's video is just a little bit different. Just want to talk to you guys about some incorrect facts that I gave you in my pre-emergent video that I released about 2 months ago about Embargo. So I just want to correct that and tell you guys what I said wrong, because it's not very good implication of what the product actually does, and I was incorrect and hadn't read the label properly. So this is a good point to make sure you guys read the label properly whenever you're using chemicals and herbicides, insecticides, anything, even fertilizers. So let's just talk about what I said wrong and let's just amend that, hey? Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So the reason I'm doing this video today is because basically it's not very fair on the company that produces this product that I said a couple of wrong things about the product Embargo, because I did say that the product only lasts 3 months, whereas that's actually incorrect. If you look on the label, it says 18 weeks, which is actually just above 4 months. So it's about 4.1 something months. So definitely lasts longer than that. So I'll tell you what, it's pretty good. 4 months of residual with that Embargo herbicide, so you're going to stop weeds germinating in your lawn for 4 months, which is great. So the next fact that I was incorrect on was I said that it had a bigger root pruning effect. So this just isn't true. So what I was talking about was there's actually a herbicide layer that Pre-Emergent's put down, so it just has a deeper herbicide layer. So it's not going to be any worse with your root pruning. If anything, it's actually going to stop a few more weeds, because depending on how deep the weeds germinate, it's going to stop them down lower as well. So I was incorrect on that. It isn't worse with root pruning. It's actually, in some situations, it can be better at preventing weeds as well. So I also made a pretty broad statement that you do need to be a little bit more careful with Embargo herbicide as compared to other pre-emergents. Well, that is also incorrect. There's nothing on the label that states you need to be more careful with it. That was just a false statement basically, so nothing wrong with it. It's not any more harmful than any other pre-emergents. You don't need to be any safer. You're going to be fine, so definitely recommend it and definitely find to use. Now, when you are using all pre-emergents as well as Embargo, you need to make sure that you put it down with something like a wetting agent, just so that you get a great infiltration rate of your herbicide into the soil, because as we all know, certain soil is going to infiltrate water quicker or slower, and sometimes if you've got hydrophobic soil as well, your water and your herbicide is going to run off those areas into lower spots or spots that aren't as hydrophobic. So hydrophobic means repelling water. So you need to make sure you put it down with a wetting agent so you get the best result possible, because there has been situations where people have said, oh, this herbicide is not working well, and then generally it's because you haven't put it down with a wetting agent or something that's going to help prevent that hydrophobic soil and help get it down, infiltrating into the soil well. I'm actually really glad this came to my attention that I was incorrect on what's on the label, because I do not want to be teaching you guys false information, because, you know, if I'm teaching you false information, then it's not good at all. So biggest thing to take out of this is make sure you always read labels, and I'm going to make sure I always read labels from here on in, because even little tiny facts like that might have been slightly off can make a huge difference in the outcome of your application and your results as well. So make sure you guys always, and I stress always, read the label, especially for your own safety, especially when you have to use PPE, even the ways that you apply it to the amount of ratio of water you add with the herbicide as well. Always best to refer to your label, even if you've been given some help from a chemical rep, from someone like myself, from anyone. Make sure you always refer to the label, because even people like myself make mistakes and look over things sometimes. So yeah, I thought I'd do that video just to tell you guys of the mistake I made, and amend that so you guys knew exactly how Embargo herbicide worked, and you know, it's good to get the truth out there. I'll wrap the video up there, but yeah, thanks guys so much for watching that. Hope you learned something from that, because I definitely did when it came to my attention that I was incorrect on that. So yeah, again, always make sure you read the label, and yeah, anyway, you guys have a good week.